Alrighty folks, Joe from Feel Like Craps. I do feel like craps today. I hope you do as well. We are going to go on a 5-day roll 'em out for the retirement plan strategy from Ken Knows Gambling and Waylon's Way Craps. Great strategy. We're going to try to do it some justice over a 5-day period. And with that being said, let's go right on to day one of our strategy. We start with $1,000 on our bankroll and go 5 days, roughly 20 minutes of video. We are going to need some red chips to get us going here. Very good. All right, we're ready to go. Now, with this strategy, we will wait for the shooter to get a point before making any bets. So, that being said, let's do a little adjustment here. Just a touch bit more of an adjustment. That's not too bad. We'll take that. All right. And I got to do one more quick thing here. Bear with me 1 second. There are the stars of our show. We'll change them up and give them a little coloring here. Make them white dice. All right, here we go. First shooter coming out. We're waiting for a point. 639 is the point. So there we go, and now, without any further ado, we're doing 150 in the DC. This is a lot to go in the DC on one roll here, so we'll clear those out. With great risk comes great reward. 150 in the DC. Here we go, dice are out. 415, that's gonna travel behind the 5, and actually, we already played the strategy wrong. When we go in the DC, we're supposed to be up on everything. So, for the sake of showing the strategy, we'll do that. And our spread is 15 in the field and 160 across. Oh, and that's once the DC goes to a number. I'm sorry. Now it's time. We were right. Now it's time. The DC got to a number. So now the rest of the deal go across. We're looking for one hit on anything. Dice are out. Here we go. 549. We hit the point. So that's going to be a $35 winner upstairs. $15 for the field. And now we shift gears. This all comes back to the rack. These guys come down and we plug the point. We've got $150 on the 5. In order to make that play out so that we end up winning no matter what, that's going to come down. I believe it has to be 125 on the 5 for it to work out, so we'll get that started. Gotta be 125. I believe that works out. 100 would get us 140, so I think we have to go the next step up. And either way, we're losing $25 on a 7. Or we're winning, I think it's 175, maybe. The Oracle will tell me here in just a moment. I should have had this prepared, folks. I should have had everything ready to go here prior to starting the video, because now we're wasting time. And for that, I apologize while I try to find out where the Oracle went. right, there we go. Place bet on a 5. For 125. 175. I was right. Okay. Now we're just going to play this out. We play this out. We're going to work every roll until something happens. Dice are out. Here we go. 3 craps. That don't matter. We just cost the line better some money. 3 craps again. Use the dues to pay the don'ts. And a 3-2-5. So there we go. The don't's going to go away, but the place bet's going to cover us, and we're going to end up with 175 for the win. So it's a beautiful strategy. Absolutely beautiful strategy, and it covers pretty much all the bases. With the one possible problem being getting over the DC hurdle. We have a 5 for the point now. So we're going to take our 150, put it back in the DC, and roll the dice. Here they come. 5, 4, 9. We'll get the other number now. And now that we got the point, we're going to go across on everything for 1 hit. 15 in the field. And look at the beauty of this strategy. We got $150 here. If we roll a PSO here, or a 7 is our next roll, we've got 125, 35, 40, 150. Exactly, it balances out. So we're covered on a 7. Here we go, dice are out. 5, 4, 9, so we hit the point. That we hit our don't, so that's not so good. We're going to win in the field, though. So 15 on the field. This is going to go back. I'm not going to remove all of these. We're just going to shut them off because we got to go back in the DC again. And we don't work these bets until we get a DC to go somewhere. Dice are out. Here we go. 6, 2, 8. It's going to the 8. So that's going to go off of there. Turn them back on. We're looking for 1 hit on anything. Dice are out. Here we go. That includes the field. 5, 4, 9. So, nice dice tonight. Very good. They're holding up to their name. It's the name of the app is Nice Dice. We get 15 for the field, 35 upstairs, and we're plugging a point now. Everything clears off. And we focus our efforts on getting something to go here. So that all goes away. We've got an 8. The bet for an 8 needs to be $138. I do know that. So 138 will get us 161. So there's 35. We'll split that up. So that'll go away. This is going to convert into a black chip. $25, $35, $138. And we plug the point and we play it out. Dice are out. Here we go. For the hard way, the ballerina. Doesn't help. We're playing for, we got an 8, so we're going to lose the don't. However, the place bet is going to give us $161 back, so we end up making money. And it's a little more than we would have made had we got a 7, so always good. And now we repeat the process. So this clears off. We're still got the same shooter. I'm not quite sure if they recommended going back in the don't pass if we had a resolution up here, but we'll give it a shot. Dice are out. Here we go. 3 craps. There we go. 150 bucks. Always nice. We will take a DC win any day of the week. 2 times on Sunday. Dice are out. Here they come. Looking for a place to go. 4, 2, 6. It's going to the 6. And again, same bet. It's going to be 161 underneath. So we'll do 38 rather. 138 underneath. So there's 25. 125. 135. 138. And we're playing it out. Dice are out. 6-3 Nina from Pasadena. 5-1 Mixer. So again, the don't pass will go away, but we'll get 161. So everything will go back to the rack. We'll keep 150 out because 150 has to go back in the don't, or the DC. And our shooter is still on his point of 5 here. Dice are out. 2 craps, pay it. That's 150 bucks. DC winner. 1 spot and 1 dot will get us a lot. Dice are out. Looking for a point. 5, 4, 9, a don't rather, not a point. We have a point. 5, 4, 9, Nina. And we got to do 125 for El Nina. And play it out. Dice are out. 6 the hard way. The national average. 5-1, an easy way. 6. 5-2, you're all through. That'll do. We lose 125, but we win 150. So we're still coming out ahead. All right. We'll clear the board and begin again. All set to go. Dice are out. Look, new shooter is up. 2 craps. We just cost the line better some money. 3 craps. We just cost them some more. Rolling the horns, though. We made somebody happy in the horn. 6, 2, 8. That's just great. Easy 8. 150. Into the DC. Off go the dice. 6, 4, 10, Big Ben, our best friend. The easy 10 on the end, that goes behind. And 100 will do here. So it's 100 versus 150. The 7 versus the 10, and the 10 will win. So we'll lose that. We got to do a $5 VIG for that. That's a buy 10. So $5 will get us 200. That was fast. Love how this strategy works. It's a very good strategy. Dice are out. Here we go. 4 trade. Take the DC from me, casino. That's a $150 casino donation. We'll try it one more time. Dice, that was a 7 too, so that clears the board. Sorry, that clears the board. That was a 7, which will clear everything, and we're out of the DC on the come out. So, and I played it wrong. Folks, I just played everything wrong. We'll have to do it the right way next time. I just totally played it wrong. Thankfully, I made money. Dice are out. Looking for a point. That's a Yo 11 frontline winner. 2-1-3, pay it back. 6-2-8. Point is 8. 150 in the DC. I could have gotten more money off those other ones. 6-3-9. That goes to the 9. Now we got the DC set. Let's do it the right way, like how they played it. Everything we go across on everything for 1 hit. We do 15 in the field. Dice are out. Yo 11, 6-5, yo 11. $15 winner in the field. Clear everything off and we're plugging the point. With a 9, that's 125. 125 place bet versus a 150 don't. We're playing the 9 versus the 7. Dice are out. 6 the hard way. 5, 3, 8. Shooter got the point. That'll clear the puck. Still working. 5, 3, 8. He'll go back on it. Dice are out. 4, 1 fever. That's the fever 5. 5, 4, 9. Nina. That's a loser. 150 loss. 175 is the win. So we come out $25 ahead. And we're going to restart everything. 150 goes in the DC and the dice are out. 5-1 mixer. Now, we skipped this part on the last one. We're not going to forget to do it this time. We go for one hit. Dice are out. 4-1-5. Fever, no field. However, $35 upstairs. Everything comes down and we plug it a point. And that's a 6, so we got to go to our tried and true $138. 6. And we leave it in the hands of the dice gods. 3-1-4, easy 4. 3 craps. 5-2, you're all through, so we lose 138 and win 150. Main point is we are still coming out ahead. All right, puck is off. Dice are out. New shooter is up. 4, Trey, pay the line. Front line winner 7, 3-2-5, Fever. Point is 5. 150 in the DC. That's for me. Here they come. 5, 4, 9. Nina Niner, Wine and Diner. Everything goes across here. We got some top hats, and we're going to do 15 in the field. One hit wonder. Dice are out. 6-2-8. That is a no field, however. We still get 35 upstairs. Clear the board, plug the point. $125 on the 9 for the place bet, and we play the 9 versus the 7. It's an 8. One less dot would get us something. 2-1-3 craps. 6-2-8, an easy 8. Yo 11. One spot, one dot. Get us a lot if we're in the field. Dice are out. 5-3-8. That's just great. 5-4-9. Loser and a winner downstairs. Our shooter's doing good by us. And we gotta restart. 150 in the DC. Off to the races we go. 5-2-7. That's a loser. Should have known better. Dice are out. Here we go. 6-2-8. Easy 8 is the point, and we are at the 20-minute mark, so we'll finish this shooter out and call it. Dice are out. Here we go. 6-2-8. Made the point. That goes up, and we're going across. Because we may as well. We have coverage for our buddy if he shows up. Dice are out. For the hard way. Very good. That's actually very advantageous. $1 will get us 50 up for the bet upstairs, and we'll also get 15 for the field. The board clears, and we plug the point. Excuse me. This will be 138. Dice are out. 5-2, you're all through. So that comes down. And we get 150 for the DC. All right, day one is done. Let's see how we're doing. This is 100, and we got to get to our $1,000 bankroll. So there's 3, 4. That's not quite there. Let's see how close we are after we color these guys up. It's going to be another 75. Either way, we're leaving with something. Not bad for day one. Oh, so close and yet so far away. We'll have to trade that and color it down, so that we can fill up these 2 rolls, because that's what we started with. There's our $1,000 bankroll, and there's our profit, $275. Not a bad start for day one on the retirement plan. We'll put that into profit and move on to day 2 tomorrow, folks. Simple strategy, and it appears to work very well. Again, thanks to the class master Waylon at Waylon's Way Craps, and also Ken Knows Gambling for this one. 2 great YouTube channels to check out for your craps content and needs. And on that note, remember folks, whenever we go to the casino, we never bet with money that we cannot afford to lose. And until the next time, Joe from Feel Like Craps here. I always feel like craps. I hope you do as well. Until the next time, be well, stay safe, and as always, I hope every trip to that craps table sees those dice gods being forever and always in your favor.